A few seconds away from switching to the redundant sense sequencer. T-minus 27 seconds. We have gone for redundant set sequencer start. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15, 14, 13, T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Hello and welcome to the Zalmoxes podcast. My name is Max.
David.
And Surin.
And today we're going to be covering a special topic on modern war. Mainly, right guys?
Yes.
Yeah, Modern Warfare.
Modern warfare, yeah. So kind of like, well, you know, movies and video games, obviously. And a little bit of music. Mainly movies and video games. On the more like the period where people start using gunpowder, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, to be more specific, World War II onwards.
So like, that swords doesn't exist in like any way anymore.
Well, bayonets still do, technically speaking. Bayonets weren't abolished
Yeah,
until like,
bayonets would be like the most sword-like weapon.
Yeah. And
use.
obviously knives, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
like,
the book.
like-
There's the book. I mean, the importance on knife fights during a nuclear war. Have you read that book, Turin? No. I don't
No.
remember what book that was, but there was a book that had the
And
importance
shovels.
of knife fights
Shovels, yeah.
and shovels.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1. Did you
Yeah.
just make a Battlefield 1 reference?
Yeah.
We're also covering Battlefield 1 because it's a game that recently came out and it goes well with the topic. So there we go. Okay, so to kick off with, we're gonna start with our movies and TV series section.
And the best movie we all know, war-wise, is Star Wars.
Yeah.
I wanted to save that for later, but if you're just gonna throw your balls on the table right now, then you go do that thing.
Yeah. But like, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No.
let's not get into that topic. Okay, but I wanted to kick it off actually with a TV series called Band of Brothers, which I watched a few years ago. The series. It's a mini series, you would say, right, Surin?
Yeah, 10 episodes, no more, no less.
Yeah.
One season.
One season. Yeah. They're quite long. They're like mini movies.
Yeah,
Like
like
an hour and a
more
half?
than, like longer than 1 hour.
Yeah, something like that. I remember. They're good.
Produced by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks.
Really?
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not know this.
Yeah. They did it like right after Saving Soldier Ryan, so they were into the World War II theme.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Yeah, when it, I didn't watch it when it came out. I actually didn't even know it existed until, like, was it 2010, 2012 or something like that when I watched it. But it was pretty good when I watched it. It's a World War II themed, airborne, military movie, World War II. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's long. It's here we come again with the sit through. It's a sit through to some extent. Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, there's good action scenes. There's really good action scenes in it. You know, just to mention that. Watching Sherman's Drive just gives me a boner. I swear to God. Every time I see World War II equipment in action, I just get so excited. It's like, oh my God, this is Sherman! Oh my God! Is that a Panzer III? Is that a Panzer IV? Oh God! Oh God! You know? Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! You know, but that's one of the movies that I was really into World War II, into that era. I still am a really big World War II geek, so it's a good World War II series to watch if you are into that kind of stuff. Another World War II movie, not series but movie, going into the talking about Shermans is Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fury is
That's it's pretty new, I guess.
it's relatively new, yeah.
It's like made 2 years ago.
Yeah. 2014.
Yeah. It was a good movie with Brad Pitt. The guy.
Shia
And then-
LaBeouf.
and House, and what's the other name? The guy from Percy Jackson. I don't remember his name. The guy that goes out of the tank and survives.
Oh, the young
boy.
guy,
Yeah,
the new guy that can. Yeah. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
The one that they follow the guy that replaces the the radio operator, I think it is. Yeah, the radio operator / machine gunner replaces that guy.
Yeah.
It's a cool setting to follow that guy.
Yeah, just a story about 4 people.
Yeah, five guys.
In just one tank.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
like it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good to see
Yeah,
the
it
tank
was
on the
good.
inside. Good
Mhm.
camera angles. You get to see the equipment. I paused the movie like 15 times. Ooh, is that the radio? It's like, oh god, does he get the intercom? Where's this? Oh god, is that where they start the ammunition? Stuff like that. Yeah, it's, just gets me back into model building. But it's it was a good movie. It was okay from a movie perspective, I guess. It wasn't anything too amazing, I think, but. If you're into the World War II scene, then it's a must-watch, I guess. But on the World War II scene, a definitely must-watch, and probably already have seen, is Enemy at the Gates.
Oh yeah, that's a solid watch.
Solid watch.
Yeah, if you're into that period in World War II, like Stalingrad and after, that should be your movie. Because
If you're on World War II in general, I think it's a good movie. Even if you're... I mean, the opening scene in the movie was just copy-pasted into Call of Duty, wasn't it?
yeah,
It's literally,
Yeah.
they copy-pasted the first scene into the first... It was the first Call of Duty, the second one. I think it was the first one, even. Call of Duty 1 or
think
Call of Duty
so.
2. One of those
Yeah,
two.
I think so.
They copy-pasted the scene where on the boat, and then they gave the weapon ammunition, the kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a cool. It was a really cool mission to play, and I remembered the mission, And then I watched the movie later, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's exactly from." Very iconic, very, very cool. Good movie, good. Again, good action scenes. Get to see some good equipment in action, which is always good fun.
Yeah, great snipers and mostly it's about snipers, about two snipers like
Face
in
off.
after Stalingrad, or it was like
it's in Stalingrad. It's in.
it's in Stalingrad, right?
It's now what's the city called now? Because it's not called Stalingrad anymore. It's called Volgograd.
Volgograd, I think.
Yeah, Volgograd,
yeah,
right? It's,
something like
they
that.
renamed
Yeah,
the city now. But interesting. It was an interesting conflict there. It's a good movie to go from. Okay, what do you want to tie this one with?
well,
I think we're gonna skip a few years now. I think
Yeah.
because Enemy of the Gates was. When was this filmed?
wow.
Okay, whatever. But
Before 2000, before 2000.
I think so too.
Yeah, it was, but I didn't see it when it came out, so I really don't recall.
But okay, just skipping forward in the war theme at least, we got the Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah.
Which you have to mention that when you're talking about
Yeah.
war movies.
Mhm.
But if you're talking about Modern Warfare, you have to just mention it's kind of mandatory. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna probably skip something important, and we're gonna regret it later. But Apocalypse Now, we haven't skipped it, and we can at least say, well, we haven't skipped Apocalypse Now. At least we didn't skip that. Because again, I'm gonna say it again. It's a sit through.
I would disagree.
You would disagree. Okay, that's
Yeah. Well, depends on what do I understand by war movies. Like, it's not that packed with action, but it's like I would say it's more a psychological movie, because you see like Martin
Yeah.
Sheen
Yeah,
going
yeah.
all through this search and captured this colonel
Yeah.
played
Mhm.
by Marlon Brando. So I would say like it's more psychological thriller. Maybe not thriller.
No, but it's
no thriller.
It's
thriller,
yeah,
not,
it's not it's necessary nor an action movie, nor any of that kind of genre.
war.
It's a
I
little
think
bit
the
deeper
war
than-
is a medium to reach that point, because
Mhm.
the war is like you use the war. It was like Vietnam and Cambodia, and I think the war part is or it is, it's like you cannot skip the facts, but they were focused on the character of
It's-
Martin Sheen, and
Yeah, it covered
Yeah.
a lot. The Vietnam Wars covered a lot in
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
American cinema. Well, both in America and in Asian, I guess, cinema as well. But it's it's a pretty wide talk. I do think that the movie Apocalypse Now. What I really think on the movie, I think it's a little unbalanced, very much. The scenes are very unbalanced. I think the scene where they're in the helicopter, the iconic scene that everybody knows when the choppers are coming across the beach, with the music, I think that scene is just so good and just so powerful that the rest of the movie just
It's
kind of
just-
numb compared to that,
Yeah.
It just totally unbalances. It just brings it back out of tone. And I remember this scene, and I looked at that scene and I was like, this scene is so shit. That was a scene where they're standing, all the guys are standing around a dead guy, right?
Yeah.
And then the camera switches from one guy to the other in a circle motion, and then every guy says something about the dead guy, and then one guy says like, "Oh, better him than me," and the other guy says, "Well, it sucks that he had to die now," and the other guy says, "Oh, was too young," and they all say one thing at a time, and I was like, that was just so stupid, it's just so irrationally illogical to film it that way, and it just looked so bad, in my opinion. Personally, you remember that scene, Surin, or you don't?
I remember that. Yeah.
I
There
really like that,
are
sorry. It's
things.
really,
There are things.
I guess in every movie you could have a scene where it's like, this is unnecessary, it's kind of stupid. But I saw that scene and I was like, really, this is in the same movie as that, that beach landing that they had there. Okay. Just saying. Okay. Now let's talk about the movie where Charlie Sheen can say he's a real actor. Oh, shots fired.
Yeah.
Those were not my words, by the way. That was you, sir, who
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah. I said that.
What movie is that?
Platoon.
Platoon.
I said that. A couple of maybe like 3 years ago.
It's in the
And-
same genre. It's in the same era as Apocalypse Now. No, right? It's
Yeah.
a little bit later. It's not.
It's
Vietnam War.
It's Vietnam War also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like an infiltration mission, right? They're on or something like that.
Yeah.
No. There's this large battle at the end, but there's no infiltration mission. It's about Charlie Sheen drafted. He volunteered actually. His character to the army to participate in the war, and
Okay.
it's most about the miserable lives that these characters had. He's like playing a rookie, obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's
Mhm.
like you see like the relationships of a rookie and experienced veterans, and you see like guys that had been in the war like 3 years, and they know what to do like to survive basically, because they want to be because ultimately they want to survive, because
Mm-hmm.
at that
It's
point
it was
that
a
the
it's a
war-
pretty iconic movie at the time. I remember
yeah, especially
when it came out.
especially
It was
the
pretty
soundtrack.
popular. Yeah, the sound.
Yeah, if you one of the first, it's like the first scenes that you come with the soundtrack, and Charlie Sheen like goes from the helicopter, I think, and starts the movie. It's like one of the best things I've seen.
It was good. It was good.
So-
It was a pretty impactful movie. Unlike Tropic Thunder, so to speak, which was it was impactful in a different way. Same setting, jungle warfare, Vietnam topic again. It was the
like-
comedy aspect of it.
It's like that typical American comedy, you know.
It is. It is in there a little bit.
Yeah.
It was okay. At best.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
I wouldn't rewatch.
I think I remember the Tom Cruise character more than anything of the movie. Do you remember
Oh,
that
yeah. Oh,
executive
yeah, yeah.
that played by
Yeah.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, yes.
That crazy
Bald
executive
and
that had
everything.
led dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, at the end. Oh my god.
I don't even remember this.
So bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's like another character. The who's the black character? Well, that's like
Robert Downey
African-
Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
Robert,
like
Robert Downey.
like Tom Cruise and Robbie Donner Jr.
Yeah.
are like you can't really if you can't really see them that's them, you know.
Yeah.
Because you can just that's him, but in the same in
You don't recognize.
yeah
him,
you
mean.
don't really recognize them. You can
Till
see it
this
in
day,
his,
I
his
really
face
don't
a little
recognize
bit.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember this. Wow. Okay. I just said probably never gonna rewatch that, but
Don't rewatch it.
no, exactly right. Like probably
No.
never.
Just
It's not
just-
worth a rewatch. But now that
search
you
it.
said it, I'm just like, okay, maybe I have.
Just
Maybe I wasn't
search-
paying enough attention
just
during the
search
movie.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Why
But,
I have the
I mean-
feeling that back in the day it was a big deal. I really have this feeling, and I don't know why. It was a big deal or it wasn't.
Tropic
It
Thunder
was
was a
legit.
pretty big deal. It had good marketing.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
pretty out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. Pretty time.
Huh.
Yeah. A little bit more recent movie on the complete contrast of Tropic Thunder was the American Sniper one that came out a while
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
That one was kind of got the same kind of marketing status or profile as Tropic Thunder. I mean,
Yeah.
widely spread and everybody was losing their minds over
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
It
It was,
didn't hurt that it was a Clint Eastwood movie. So
American Sniper.
yeah.
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 It was an interesting movie. I watched it and I was like, yeah, for all those American fanboys, it was good.
America.
yeah. It's still little personal moral issues with the fact that he's a hero for having tons of kills in his name.
Yeah.
That's a little bit contradictory for me. And when you see the scene at the end as well, when they're parading him, you know,
Yeah.
when he dies, and they have like this parade through the, because that's real footage, right? At the end of the movie.
Uh,
Is it?
I
Okay,
don't
or at least they make
recall.
it look like real footage.
Yeah.
Could be.
I'm not sure. Matter of fact is the fact that he's paraded so much and even made a movie of him. I don't know. It's concerning a little bit to my extent. I don't know.
Yeah, and
It's weird. You become a hero for
Killing,
Just- having the most kills on your name.
more than 800.
It was a little ridiculous. Yeah. No, I'm not sure it's 800. That was Hannah, I think the snow sniper.
I have no idea.
But yeah, was an interesting and contradictory movie. In my opinion.
Also talking about Iraq War, Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker, yeah, also one that came out recently.
Yeah.
Serious tone.
Yeah, was interesting as well to follow the EED guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
The explosive disposal units, something like that. Good. Good. Haven't seen it, to be honest.
Do you remember like they killed off Guy Ritchie? Guy Pearce. It was
Where? In Hurt
Like,
Locker.
in the first
I
10
didn't-
minutes.
Okay, I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, it's I would say more. Yeah, they killed off Guy Pearce in the first 10 minutes, and after it went like Jeremy. Where's the actor? Jeremy Ryan? Jeremy Irons? No, Jeremy Irons. No, definitely no. But
No idea.
No idea.
it
But
won it won the Oscar for the best film. So
So what about the next one? Okay,
Yeah.
so you got American Sniper, which I compare a little bit to Jarhead to a certain extent. You know, the following
yeah.
guy around.
Yeah.
You agree or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, okay. On story wise, it's the opposite because Jarhead
it's-
he never
yeah,
he
yeah.
never takes a shot,
Yeah.
right, in the movie. Remember at the
Yeah.
end where he's like he has to like kill the guy and he's just gonna be no, we're just gonna bomb them. And then he's like, no, just let me shoot. Like, come on.
yeah.
And he never shoots, and the American Sniper shoots like everything that
Yeah.
moves. But I don't know. It's
Both
felt
are
kinda-
snipers.
maybe
So
maybe it's the time frame that's similar.
no. Actually, the Jarhead is like set in the first Gulf War, and the
American
The-
Sniper, so we just had in
yeah, it's like second. It's
Yeah.
like Iraq War. So
yeah.
but also American Sniper. I don't recall any comedy in it.
Does Jarhead have any serious comedy in it though?
No serious comedy,
but
but
it's
some
like-
puns, some
Yeah,
was
but it's
light-hearted,
more-
you know.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
a little black comedy a little bit.
Yeah, black
It's-
comedy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like ironic and
Yeah.
a little bit more sinister as well
Mm-hmm.
to that extent. Yeah. That was an interesting movie. I don't know. It's,
Another like movie like that's based on a true story, like American Sniper. It's a Lone Survivor.
it's based on true story as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think it's also in Iraq. It's about I think four or five people that went to a mission to kill someone, but they were like they were seen by some like villagers that were there, and they they captured the 5 men. They captured those 2 villagers, but they didn't know if they had to kill him because of just killing 2 people for no reason, and then get maybe like in the news it would be exposed, or let them go. And well, at the end they let them go and they ran away, but that wasn't really a good idea.
But isn't it the movie? I think I've seen parts of this movie. And isn't it the movie where they at some point the guy's alone in the woods or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're alone in the woods, and then 2 villagers come up, and well, they capture them.
But isn't it like the whole movie's like just him alone? No?
Yeah, no, because
Or is he always with the guys?
It's before he's with 5 people, but then they they get they know they're there, the people that the like the how I call it, like the villager, they know they're there, and they go down the mountain to say it to the rest of the people, so they have to run. And well, yeah, that was the bad decision, because just like almost everyone died but one.
Okay.
And yeah, he survived at the end.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
why it's called Lone Survivor.
Oh, okay, that's why it's called. Okay, I was thinking about a different movie. I think that was one where there was a guy, he's alone in the woods and he lost his unit or something like that. I don't remember. Looked a similar
No.
setting, similar kind of woods. I see the trailer for it, so it's
I don't
a
know.
little similar.
I don't know.
Huh.
Okay, would you say it's worth a watch? Would you recommend it to me?
It's a good movie. I
a good
really
movie?
liked it. Yeah.
Good. Spoiled pretty hard, but
Yeah.
then again, the
Well,
title says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you still you can see it, but just not.
Yeah. I can understand.
There's a lot of things I didn't say, like after they die, what happens and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Okay,
Uh,
gaming section.
Gaming section.
Gaming section. We should have a little segue or something like that, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
To the gaming section.
Yeah.
With Max
And David.
and
Seward.
And, yeah, sure.
Seward.
We'll
After the
work on that. Okay.
and sure.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
So to start with,
The big 2 leagues, the competitions, I guess.
what?
Like the 2 competitions, you could say, are Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Competitors.
Yeah,
the
I'd say-
competing
I'll
products.
call them competitor in the same way that Marvel and DC are competitors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of very similar.
yeah.
I'll put a parallel universe there.
It's Marvel, DC, Battlefield, Call of Duty,
Yeah.
Apple,
And again, I
Microsoft.
do think, and again, yeah, but I do think
Something like that,
you
yeah.
need those.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. Oh,
No, I don't think I think we can live without Call of Duty. I really
no,
know.
no, man. Call of Duty 4 has changed everything.
Yeah, but then
Okay, just to start off with, I want to cover. So we're talking about war, right? But a lot of times when you find a game that is kind of like war, what it usually end up being is just a shooter. So to put a little bit in perspective, we're going to be talking about games that involve a war aspect.
but
Yeah.
they
I guess.
aren't really shooters.
Yeah, they're shooters.
They're
They're
shooters.
probably still shooters. You know,
They're
I mean,
shooters.
you could play an RTS, real-time strategy game,
Yeah.
and it'll still be a war game. Like it doesn't have to be a first-person
but
shooter
like-
to stay.
You know, it's they're third-person shooters, but it's something different, basically.
Or recreation maybe.
Yeah, it's a simulator.
Reenactment.
Yeah, reenactment, simulator kind of games. So, yeah, to get the big distinguisher, we're not just talking about general shooters, it's more like war games. And we're going to blow that fucking argument right open with Titanfall, because Titanfall, I consider more of a shooter. Well, doesn't matter. What do you what do you think about Titanfall?
I think Titanfall is getting up there. Like, you could say it's like in between Battlefield and Call of Duty. It's not really famous, but
no,
it's getting up there. It's a pretty good game. Not gonna lie,
it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good on paper. I'm actually liking a lot more the.
Yeah. Then if I had to choose between Advanced Warfare and Titanfall 2, I'll choose Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
it's so much.
Obviously.
Yeah, but like, if you like futuristic, games.
Yeah, but I like the genre they're going to.
Yeah.
Like Call of Duty, actually, I don't mind what they're doing. They're trying something new, and
Yeah.
Titanfall's got that as well. The kind of cyborg modern shooting.
Yeah, with the robots.
More
and,
arcade kind
grapple
of.
hook.
Yeah, more arcadey.
And more parkour and
more arcadey.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not realistic. We're not talking
not
about.
realistic. Yeah.
Well, not
Did
as realistic.
Titanfall 1 have more parkour than 2? Because 2 is like heavy on parkour, like I mean multiplayer and the campaign,
No,
but the 1?
They're the same, I think, with the parkour wise.
Yeah?
Now in Titanfall 2 you have a grapple hook, so you have
Yeah,
more,
the grapple. Yeah.
so you don't do as much parkour as you did in Titanfall 1, This in Titanfall 2 you're gonna use your grapple hook more than wall run and jump and stuff. Still gonna jump and stuff, but not
You're gonna
as
jump
much.
and stuff in
Yeah.
any game, dude. Trust
Yeah.
me. To dodge those headshots.
Boy.
Oh god. So talking about dodging headshots, you know what you haven't mentioned yet? CS:GO.
Yeah.
CS:GO. I don't play CS:GO. Do any of you guys play CS:GO?
Nope.
I played Counter-Strike Global Offensive was? No.
Global Offensive.
Global Offensive is the CS:GO, but
Exactly.
the Counter-Strike
The first one?
The first one.
I know which one you mean. Just the vanilla Counter-Strike, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it a real while ago, before Modern Warfare came out, Call of Duty 4, and yeah, it's if you like into competitive multiplayer shooters, you'll probably like it.
Yeah, it's definitely one that brought a new genre into video gaming. Definitely one that made first-person shooter what it is today. Counter-Strike in general.
Yeah, and started off as a mod, of Half-Life. So
Yeah, exactly.
you
A
say-
lot of these things start off as mods.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the MOBAs, that also started off
Yeah,
as mods. So
like Dota.
yeah, exactly. But
So-
it's interesting. It's definitely the mother of mothers.
Yeah.
So
The Ultra Mob.
it was a good game.
Yeah,
And jumping from that to the Call of Duty. I want to talk about Call of Duty first because I can relate that more to the CS:GO. Okay.
And the Titanfall a little bit.
And the Titanfall a little bit, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be good.
No, if you
Okay,
talk about the fans and
Call of Duty. What's your first thoughts? When I say Call of Duty, what do you think?
yeah, not as good as before, I guess.
Just when I say Call of Duty, what do you think? Okay.
Shit.
Modern Warfare 4.
Shit. Okay, good shit. You think Modern Warfare 4? Okay. I think little kids screaming through my earphones as loud as they can.
Yeah.
Explaining
Yeah.
the excruciating details of how they had sex with people, or
Yeah.
how they do certain things.
Yeah.
In a very squeaking voice with an offset microphone.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
And
The
how
epitome.
they're gonna hack you.
Yes.
They're all
Yeah,
hackers.
exactly. They're all
Yeah.
and they're all hackers.
Yeah,
They're all fucking
hackers.
hackers. Okay, that's one of the things that reminds me of good old times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cozy sitting in my house.
I could say I remember like Modern Warfare 2, like pretty freaking good game.
Modern Warfare 2 was pretty good. It was definitely the comeback from Call of Duty 4. Like
Yeah.
had a lot of aspects from Call of Duty
Yeah.
4.
I played like Black Ops 2. That was good. and
Yeah,
play.
it's a recipe that Call of Duty is following, kind of a quick time shooter with a
more fast pace, you know.
Yeah, with a point grinding system that keeps you, hooked on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it, is like Call of Duty always have been like the fast pace, but now it's like it's superhuman
impossible.
reactions you gotta have. It's like
I remember, like, if you play it a lot, like for example Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
I played that game, and I couldn't shoot for shit. Like, so many fucking people jumping. It's like, oh my god, just stay still for like 1 second, just 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me shoot you. Just let me shoot you.
Let me get that headshot, please.
Yeah, like, please.
Uh-huh.
But it's like so difficult.
But I remember all of the Call of Duties were fast paced, and I remember when you just jump into the game, like, you're gonna run around the corner, you're gonna get shot. But I remember, like, I play a lot of Call of Duty 4, and I know that there's a lot more involved than quick time action. There's a lot of strategy involved. Just from the moment you spawn, from your first death, like, there's a ton of planning you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you play the game a lot, you know where to throw your first grenade, you know which corner they're going to pop out first,
Yeah.
you know how, they got 6 people, where are they going to go, all that kind of stuff. If you see one there, there's 5 on the other side of the map or something, and so on and so on. So, there's definitely more to it, and, you could take it as far as you want, of course.
I think, like, the worst of the worst games from Call of Duty is Ghost. I thought, when I played Ghost, I thought to myself, I think Call of Duty is done.
Dead.
I swear to God. And then they came out with Advanced Warfare, and I was like, yeah, okay. It's a comeback. It's a good comeback. Like, I didn't like the multiplayer, but, like, the story was pretty cool. Like, with...
Come on, no one plays Call of Duty for
No,
the story.
I know. But, like, I don't know. It's like, I think...
Every time I see a cutscene on YouTube or whatever from a Call of Duty story moment, and people say, well, this moment in the story, and it's like, no one plays the story, people. Come on.
It's all
just be realistic.
Yeah, some people
it's just a story mode where people yelling at each other and fucking, blowing stuff up, and I don't know, and just shoot to kill and all that kind of stuff. That's not a story mode, people. Let's be realistic.
That's pretty cool.
Running gun.
It was something new. Not really, because Titanfall already came out, and then they came up with.
You're not gonna tell me that Call of Duty is not just every single like map you go through. It's just like shoot everyone on your way to point A. Like that's literally what and that just gets me so boring, dude.
It's from A to B, and then
shoot everything in between from A to B.
And then
it's a big grinder.
There has to be like a big machine where you come in.
Yeah,
and then kill people.
It's like, but how much point can you spice it up? Run from A to B while shooting everything that moves.
And it has to be like
give me something more. I want something more. I liked the aircraft scene in Modern Warfare 2, where you shoot all the civilians in the airport.
Yeah.
That was just like, wow, that is different. That right there, it's like, I don't want to shoot now. That's good.
Yeah.
It's just give me something, like, don't fucking tempt me. I don't know, just don't make me shoot everything from A to B. I don't know, I don't want it to be like a stealth mission. Just try and avoid the enemies, because that's the same shit in the end of the day.
Well,
but,
I like Dishonored, like, stealth-wise. I like some games stealth-wise.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not bad, but it's not gonna just change your...
And Call of Duty, you don't... You're not stealthy in Call of Duty, like...
You can. Hold your horses, okay? I remember that mission from Overgrown in the story mode in Call of Duty 4. You had the suppressor and the silent. That was actually pretty cool.
There's like a lot of fucking... You have to be stealth, but then everything goes wrong and you have to kill everybody.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes.
Pretty much how it goes.
Let's be honest. What is like the real story mode that you remember, like in PS3 shooters? Like
the story mode I remember from PS3 shooters.
That you would call like, this is a real story mode. This is not no line.
Nah, that's pretty much impossible, dude.
Now it's impossible. Now.
What do you remember? What are you thinking of?
I really don't remember any story mode in particular, because I really like had to play through the story mode to say like, I played it. Except Modern Warfare, because it was like I had it online at the time, and I would like I would play the story mode. But After that, maybe Bad Company 1, but
I actually
story
like
mode.
that story mode. I just liked that story mode.
Resistance.
Not that I liked the story in general, just the story mode was pretty nice for that one. Yeah.
Resistance was more like story and less online, because I remember Resistance Online. It was like, this is not real.
It was definitely more an arcade type. It was kind of like it reminded me kind of like a Team Fortress kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of
Yeah.
kind of what it felt like. You know, people jump in and shooting rockets at each other all the time.
And the story was like story. They had this thing.
Yeah.
It was like A to B, but I wanted more about the. Actually, I would read a book about the Resistance story that played the.
It was a very cool setting. It was an interesting
Yeah.
setting here on the Resistance. It's a good subject for the war as well.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, but on the opposite side of the Call of Duty, we have Battlefield. Well, the opposite side. They're like in the same box, but in
It's
just
the
in
other
different
face of the
corners
coin.
the box. Huh?
Yeah, it's the other face of the coin, you know. Like the
Yeah,
other
pretty
side,
much. You
the other
could say
side of
that.
the coin.
There's plenty of other games, and there's plenty of other first-person shooters I'd highly recommend. And I'm actually going to just kick that off with both that statement. Battlefield 1,
Yeah.
the new one that's coming out.
Yeah.
Already
came out.
I don't know about the game.
Battlefield 1.
Yeah, Battlefield 1. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not gonna buy the game unless someone else buys it and we're gonna play together a lot of time. And I'll probably only play it for the fact that hey, it's a Battlefield game and it's got the same mechanics
Yeah,
as other Battlefield.
yep.
That's the only reason I'll play it.
But
Because if you're gonna start telling me, oh, it's a World War One, you know, Battlefield,
they're
that's not
more-
what it's
more,
like.
they're more like better like World War.
Exactly.
One
There's way better
games.
World War One simulator games. There's one called. I'm just gonna mention this one real quick. If you want to have a World War One video game, play Verdun. There's a game on Steam called Verdun. That's a World War One game. That's literally from trench to trench. Everybody has a rifle, and it's literally shoot out the guys in the other trench, and then at some point someone will blow a whistle, and you have to run to the other trench. Like literally, that is the game Verdun.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. Like I watched some gameplay of that. Got good graphics. Got similar graphics. It looks pretty neat. But yeah, this Battlefield thing where you're just doing commando-style operations as a World War One soldier. No, I watched some of the campaign gameplay.
That was like.
No, I was like, no, that's not how this works at all. Like, I had a tank in the forest. It's like, you have any idea how that tank got there? You know? It's like, you have any idea how fast that thing goes? This is a female. The thing goes like 10 kilometers per hour, like max speed on a road. You know?
Yeah.
There's no way that thing gets in the forest.
Yeah.
I like the game.
What is the
was
tank
good.
doing in the forest to start with? Especially World War One tank without a battalion. Like,
It's
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna calm
good.
myself down.
You know, you could say it's pretty good. It's not like maybe the best World War One game, but you know, it's Battlefield, and Battlefield makes good games.
yeah, exactly. It's because it's a Battlefield game. It's not, but the setting, I don't really disagree. I don't really agree with the setting they went with. I don't really like what they did. It's just no contradiction. And I'm not saying that the World War II battlefields were super accurate historically, but I don't know. It did give me more of a feel. It's like,
Like,
yeah, and I'm playing like a World War
They
II
were choosing between
soldier now. Like, now, when I'm gonna play Battlefield now, I'm gonna be like, you know, oh yeah, I'm playing as a German in World War One. It's like, no, that's not the feeling I'm gonna get at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna be playing Battlefield. I'm gonna playing this guy's gonna do 360 non-scopes and snipe people from buildings and go house to house fighting. It's like, with the guns I have and with this old-fashioned tanks, like that's what modern warfare in a World War One setting. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, you could say like they had to choose. Are we going to do like more futuristic now,
I understand what they were going
or more old? And I think I liked, you know, the old, you know, that they went with something else, you know, not like.
No, that's what Battlefield tends to do. Yeah, they tends to spice up their topics.
And I think they did a pretty good job. It's not a bad job. They did
a
pretty
good. The game is going to be good.
Yeah.
The core mechanics will be good.
And it's
graphically
already out.
looks good. It's all good. Just the pure setting and the historical value maybe just decays. Like I don't know, it just
So-
stinks so bad.
I think as long as you don't expect a simulator, you're gonna get a decent
Oh,
value for your money, but you gotta
Yeah.
have fun.
Oh yeah,
but-
it'll yeah exactly. Yeah, all of that will be
It's,
will be
the,
right.
the fun is still in the game, and
Exactly.
it's cool.
But
It's, you know,
what I liked about Battlefield as well is the thing you could play in squads. You know, you could get a real
Yeah.
vibe. No, you could
Yeah.
play it in a squad and then you go do these things. Like one will have like I don't know, one will have a demolition type. Oh, tank. You know, get our demo
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
to the
yeah,
tank and
yeah.
shit like that. You know that it feels like you're so real in combat,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
And when I play Battlefield 1 and I'm playing in a squad, it's nothing.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Makes
Yeah.
no sense. Like the whole concept of the squad was born there.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna get the fire
I
on
had the feeling that the whole concept of squad was like really artificial in World War One environment. I think,
Yeah.
you know, they were like literally sitting in a trench for a month to get an inch of territory.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so the squad thing and fast combat.
No, the fast-paced combat with this thing, I don't know. But yeah, I'll stick with you guys saying the core mechanics of the game will be good. And,
Yeah.
the game looks promising, and
It
yeah,
is already
if you
out.
you know, yeah. No, I haven't played it, dude.
No, I know, but you it's like it's coming out, but it's like it's already out, bro.
Okay. Did I say it's coming out?
Yeah.
A sneak peek.
Sneak peek. Okay. It's
Yeah.
it's good. I'm not gonna say don't buy it, but I'm gonna say you know,
Caveat. A
yeah,
caveat.
if you really want to have some World War II history, I don't know, like look up something. There's plenty of stuff on the internet. Just read some Wikipedia, straightforward. Like you'll get some good vibes on it. So.
Yeah, another hardcore game that at the time was a big thing. Like maybe now too, but I don't know. Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six.
Yep.
Yes,
No,
definitely.
no,
PS1.
people still play it now. It's cool, the new one, you know.
Yeah.
It's cool, you know, like the way you know, you can destroy everything more like it's more like in one house and everything happens in that way, you know. It's not really war, but
Siege.
yeah, siege. It's
Definitely interesting.
it's
game.
more like breach and clear, you know.
Yeah. Breach.
It's cool. It's
I liked it when I first saw it and I saw the trailer. I was
Yeah.
really like, oh, this is nice. This looks like fun to play. You know, this
Yeah.
looks like a really promising game.
and it's cool because the thing is you have one life. Yeah, it's like you can't like respawn. It's one life and you have to really, you know, think of what you're gonna do, because you're not gonna just go into a room and like shoot people, because
Yeah.
Well,
you're gonna get
Dave, if you play Search and Destroy like
Yeah.
like redo, like you're used to one life.
Yeah.
This is, okay. Or if you play Counter Strike Go, it's only you
No,
Call
no,
of Duty
yeah,
peasants that are used to
no,
respawns.
I don't play
Okay.
Call of Duty.
I'm just saying, okay, the real men play with one life.
That's our log line.
I
now.
know what
The
you
thing
mean.
is, like in other games, you know, you have one life, but you're if you're in a room, you're pretty safe. In like Rainbow Six, it's more like in a room you can get killed between walls. You know, like someone can get behind you, like destroy the wall and kill you. Because you know you have to look all around. It's you really have to do, because if you don't really think of what you're doing, then yeah, you're gonna get killed pretty freaking bad.
Have you played the last ones, Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2?
No, I have
Nope.
not.
Nope.
I have played Vegas, and it was besides the story mode, they had this thing called Lone Wolf that was basically it. You had to kill like 40 terrorists. You had your equipment, and you have one life, and no respawns, no nothing, and you had
This
to
is
enter.
multiplayer?
No, it was like single player.
Okay,
I don't remember if you could. I think you could play in a team, but I really played Lone Wolf mode. That was like you had to go and
Versus
kill
40.
40 guys.
Mm-hmm. And now, and if you like you play Call of Duty, and it's like, oh, I killed 40 guys in one mission. You
Yeah.
know? But I know in Rainbow Six it's not that easy.
Especially the first ones. If you remember the first ones, they were
Yeah.
like you would enter in with a squad,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, bam, and you're dead.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, and I like I've kind of like a fetish for this. I like it when the simple things become hard. You know,
yeah,
when what is considered simple in video games, like
entering a room. Entering a
the
room
kind of
is
thinking
hard,
about
you know?
things. You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so those are the things that I personally appreciate, you know.
Mm.
because I cannot imagine myself like killing like 40 people with an assault rifle and saying like that was easy, but like one guy like killing like imagine 5 people, and you have like really to think through the situation, through the map, through the all ins and outs. That's more realistic in that sense, in the environment that they're trying to create, because Rainbow Six is like a special operations team, anti-terrorist was like, or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
Yeah, it's interesting. You're giving value to all of your guys. You're giving the same value to you as a player as to the NPC.
Yeah.
That's what I like, you know, when what you can do, the enemy can do as well, kind of thing. And when they have the same health bars, the same percentage of health, and they take the same shots to get killed, or that kind of stuff. I like that. I enjoy that personally. Yeah. I always relate Rainbow Six directly to Ghost Recon. To be honest, I put them like in the same box as well. Just tactical, squad based, just shooters, war games. Call them what you want. You know.
I have you played the last ones? Because the very last one I've played is like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter.
Exactly, this is the same I played as well, I think.
And I remember it was less squad based.
It was more like a first person one, right?
Yeah, it's like more like I said, like lone wolf. You go like you do your thing.
Advanced Warfighter is the one I played as well.
Advanced Warfighter. No.
Yeah, that's the one I played. The last one I played, and I watched some of the other ones as well.
They're gonna make a new one, a new Ghost Recon, Wildlands, I think it's called. It's like it's like a squad, you know, like
Wildlands. Yeah.
I have no idea like what. It's like a squad of 4 people.
It's
that
another open world game.
Open world. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Wow, we don't have any more.
We don't have any
But
of
it looks
those.
pretty cool.
They
not
all
bad.
look pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's impossible to make one open world game that looks shitty.
Yeah.
It's just physically impossible. Have a guy standing on an edge and with a vast view of mountains and vegetations in a little village.
But
you know,
this is
and
like,
then they add, you know, I don't know, there's 4 guys, and you know that's all you can explore.
But this is like a squad. It's, you know, like your Battlefield concept that you're a squad. And this is like online too, you know. So it's like
this is it looks a little bit like what's that mod from Arma?
Oh yeah.
Looks a little bit like Arma.
well,
Do you mean the
Arma
cap?
is more realistic, and this is more like, you know, arcadey. Like, well, not really.
I know what you mean. Yeah, Arma is a simulator more.
Yeah, it's more like simulator.
Yeah.
Arma is more simulator type. Yeah. Never got around playing Arma too well. Sucks. Yeah, I think I'd really enjoy that game. It's a lot of waiting. It's a lot of, you know, finding, research, intel. It's nice.
Simulator.
Simulator, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
know what you're
So-
fighting, and then fight it. And then, you know, hopefully win. It's good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you expect less of a simulator, then you haven't played many simulators then.
Nope. Next. Oh yeah, I want to make a quick honorable mention on 2 war games I've been playing recently. I play a lot of Men of War, which is a game like what was it called? God damn it. There's another game, kind of like Men of War.
It's on PC only, right?
It's on PC only, yes.
Yeah. What year did it came out?
I think it's quite old.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other name. Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember the other game now. Heroes in General was another World War II game. Company of Heroes.
Company of
Company
Heroes.
of Heroes is a little bit better known. Men of War is basically an offspring from Company of Heroes. I think Company of Heroes came before and then Men of War came. Men of War is nice. I like Men of War. It's a kind of RTS strategy game into extreme micromanage till you're fucking, I don't know, till you're done with micromanage. which usually takes about an hour to be done with it, and then you're done with the game. No, you can play for hours. I play it for hours in co-op. It's just so fun. You can literally a campaign in there, if you're not very good at the game, can literally take you an hour and a half to finish one mission.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my cousin played a lot. It literally takes an hour and a half for us to finish. We're good at it now, so now it takes us an hour, but it usually takes us an hour and a half. Depends on the difficulty you put on. In normal, it takes us an hour. It's a good game, World War II based. Yeah, as I said, a lot of micromanaging until the weapons. You have to resupply your troops individually. You have to give them all ammo. You have to change your tank canisters. You have to refill your tanks and all that shit. It's really cool. I personally really like it. Honorable
Simulator?
mention.
You would say it's a simulator or not
quite,
as
no.
extreme?
Not quite. I'd put it as a. It's more like an. Kind of like an. I wouldn't say an open world, but kind of an open opportunities.
Yeah.
So you're given these tools to work with, and now go do your thing.
A lot of choices, a lot of options.
A lot of options. The options are extremely good. Yeah. And another. Okay, so sorry, I had a little bit of recording there. I just stopped the tape accidentally, so I'll jump right into it. I was saying, another good one is War Thunder. Honorable mention real quick. War Thunder is just purely tank combat. It's not, like people would say it's simulator status, but the odd thing about it, it's tanks versus tanks, and tanks aren't really effective without infantry. So, it's a simulator battle in the sense of the tanks are very well made, and everything is very realistic inside and around the tank, but not on the battlefield. Good game, recommend it. Free to play on Steam.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, War Thunder. Tanks versus tanks, or airplanes versus. Actually, it's more about aircraft, but I played the tank one, so I'm that kind of guy that plays 50% of the game.
Yeah.
just does the tank combat, and I fucking love it. It's so cool to just shoot. So cool to see a tank driving, kill the driver, get a shell through the hull, kill the driver, watch him kind of twist back and take another nice shot at his engine or his fuel, or probably be a smart man and shoot his gunner. It's a good.
Our
it's a good
listeners
game.
would kill us if we don't mention World of Tanks. Now we'd have mentioned War Thunder.
Yeah.
Get lost.
I was
Get
thinking
lost.
about it.
World of Tanks. Get lost. I used to play World of Tanks a lot. I used to. And then I played War Thunder, which is just so much better, to be honest. Okay, World of Tanks is nice because they have tons and tons of models. If you love World War II settings, just World of Tanks has so many tanks, just so many, and they have so many prototypes and so many original concepts.
Blueprints.
Blueprint tanks. But it doesn't matter. Like, it's still nice to see them drive around. It's just nice to see all of the tanks from all the factions. It's just so cool. Absolutely love it. But the mechanics are a little bit boring in World of Tanks, in my opinion, Yeah. So it's a little bit boring. I don't. Maybe I hear people are going to give me a lot of hate. What do you mean boring? You say this and this is boring? It's like, well, I never looked at it that way. Okay.
Educate us.
But just. I don't know, just big team spawns on one side, big team spawns on the other side. There's literally no interaction whatsoever, and boom, go kill each other. Which War Thunder is exactly the same, but at least in War Thunder, I feel like I'm shooting all the modules on an enemy tank, or, you still have airstrikes from aircraft, which is cool. You can control aircraft, which is just a little nice thing to do in between, so not just. And you have 3 lives, which is nice as well.
More complete World of Tanks.
Oh. I don't know about that, but hey, those are your words. Okay.
So, do you want to make a quick mention of Medal of Honor?
Yeah.
Yes, that has to happen.
That
Medal of Honor as the side-to-side comparisons to Call of Duty at the time.
At the time, yes.
The last game was multiplayer-wise. It was.
We're talking about the first games.
Okay.
Start
3.
there.
Why? But I don't know the first.
I know. That's why you're gonna kick in later, bro. Wow.
Burn.
Water to the burn.
Water to the burn? No, just leave
Water
that.
to the burn. Nah, just kidding.
No, let's
No.
talk about it like
But
seriously.
not seriously. The first Metal War games were the real
Yeah.
Medal of
Uh-huh.
Honor. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Metal War games. Medal of Honor
Dogs
games.
that had like assault rifles. You remember that? They had dogs.
I do not
and
remember
had the setting was like World War II, like first games. And Medal of Honor, like I think it was 2 that is like dogs with assault rifles. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, they had like these weird moments, but most of the time it's like straight World War II game. So it was one of the nicest games back then.
That was a really nice game. I remember playing
Yeah.
that for PS2. It was it was like a must play,
Yeah.
must have. It's good. It's good first person shooter for the time. Yeah. I would never play it again, probably. But
Maybe with Wii.
Maybe with a Wii.
Except a remake.
No.
Maybe a remake.
a remake? Yeah.
Yeah,
you'd-
maybe. Yeah.
You'd play a remake?
If it's like $20, 20 euros.
Like,
Just wait a
yeah,
year or
it's like
something.
really cheap and on sale.
Yeah.
It has to be really cheap and on sale at the same time.
Uh-huh.
for you know, for the old
Practically
times,
free.
you know.
Exactly, for all time's
Old
sake.
time's sake.
Another rework, here you go. No, but Men of War seems Medal of Honor seems in good change as well. They've progressed into the modern era, same as Call of Duty. They got the new games now. What's the new one?
No, they don't have any new games. The last game was like
2012.
yeah.
2012.
Yeah,
Okay, they have not
Warfighter.
been making new games.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. They weren't.
Do you remember that case with the bearded guy looking like?
Yes, I remember that
Yeah,
case.
That was.
I remember there's a lot of conflict with that. Didn't the British military have like issue with that? With the British at the minute?
Really?
No idea.
Yeah, it was very recent conflict that they covered in very realistic terms or something like that, and that was issue with it.
Huh.
Something in that sense.
Maybe it was set in Afghanistan or something.
Exactly. I think that's a thing, and I think the Afghan war was like still ongoing
Oh.
at the time. I don't
I have
remember.
no idea.
Oh.
There was something. I don't remember anymore. But there was something. There was some conflict with that game when it came out. At least I remember in Britain there being conflict with it.
Yeah, it wanted to go head to head with like Call of Duty, and it failed.
Yeah, it tried. It failed
Yeah,
miserably.
Failed.
Sad because it was an okay game and my
Yeah.
cousin still plays it and it was actually pretty
Yeah.
decent.
To your-
It looked a little bit like the newest game. Yeah, it looked a bit like Call of Duty, but like some weren't just right.
It lost
Yes.
its soul. It
I don't
lost
know.
its soul, and you know it was
Yeah.
like Call of Duty was a World War II game, Medal of Honor 2, but Call of Duty like was the first one to establish like now they were going to the modern games, and now the Medal of Honor like played catch up, and you know it happened what happened. You know maybe a reboot would be a good idea after a couple of years,
Mm.
but EA is no. EA is doing like Battlefield, and I don't see them like putting their chips on more Medal of Honor on the short term. So who knows? Yeah, you know.
It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, be interesting to see.
You know, it would be good to start with a reboot with a remake. You know, like do you remember Medal of Honor? Like here we are with a remake.
They do that. They actually do that quite a bit. They do a remake of the game, and then they with the new
Yeah.
game. For example, I think Metro Last Light had that.
Yeah. Oh.
Metro Last Light
oh.
at some point had they remade the Metro 233.
Hmm.
2033.
Yeah.
2033.
And for PS4.
Yeah, for PS4 and
Um,
for PC as well. Yeah, I
yeah.
have the games. Really
Yeah.
nice games. Yeah. Coming to the Medal of Honor subject, and you know, sniper game.
Yeah,
we
the
love
sniper
we love sniping in first person shooters, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, everybody loves sniping.
Yeah,
in first
everyone
person.
loves
Everyone loves it. Everybody loves around with a bolt action sniper as well. 'Cause for some magical reason, a bolt action is more damage than a fucking semi-automatic. But let's not get into detail
Yeah.
there. Same caliber, exactly the same cartridge. You know, exactly the same barrel length, everything's exactly the same. But one's bolt action, the one's semi-automatic. The bolt action still does more
It
damage.
sounds. more
Doesn't matter how
powerful.
you put it. It just sounds more powerful.
Yeah.
And the cling, you know,
It sounds more professional,
Ah,
more hardcore.
Yeah.
yeah.
But let's
Mhm,
talk about the
mhm.
sniping game we have for today.
A sniping game, yes. Now that's the
A
thing. Okay,
pure
so
sniping game.
sniping was like super cool in first-person shooters, even in online.
Yeah.
So what did they decide to do? You know, let's make a game where you just play as a sniper.
Yeah.
That's it. Boom, sniper game, and they called it
Sniper.
Sniper. And it sucked dick. In my opinion.
Only
of
one?
course, okay, like I have the game. I bought it when it's almost new. I bought it for like the full price, and it's the biggest regret I have. Buying that game new. You know, like that game should be 20 euros all the time. Oh, God, it was okay.
It's if you really like, really into sniping.
And then very
okay.
specifically,
Yeah.
the Call of Duty type sniping, like the quick, like you
Yeah.
know, just that kind of
And
sniping.
you like slow motion, you know.
And you like slow motion.
Then okay, buy that game. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love
If you
it.
don't buy the fucking game.
If you don't absolutely love those concepts,
Then no.
then don't.
They did a
Yeah.
second one, like
There's
called V2 or something like that, or
That's.
it's another game.
Wait a second, that's a different game we're talking about. Because I'm talking about Sniper, the first-person shooter. Okay, see, there's the game called Sniper,
Yeah.
the first-person shooter, and then you have the other game, who's a third-person shooter,
Oh yeah.
which is also,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and then that
Yeah, I was talking about in the third person.
the third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the third-person shooter is still pretty garbage.
Yeah, it's
But what I like about that one is the setting. You know, the World War II
Yeah,
setting
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Like the environment's very well made.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, the core mechanics I don't like because Ah.
Yeah, it's you know, like a game just about sniping is like a sort of machine gun.
yeah, you could pick up weapons, but
yeah,
then
but
your
like
your still objective was still to.
yeah,
I don't know. I just wouldn't have called it a sniper game.
yeah.
You know, and then made it I don't know, just third person shooter World War II games where you could get tons of snipers. I don't know.
I guess
Maybe.
you know it's something different. You know,
Yeah, it is something different. We'll put it.
they
that way.
tried and they kind of
They failed. The game is always
So
on
why
sale, by the
do
way.
sniper games suck?
Why do they suck? Well, because of the limitations. I mean,
Yeah, but you know,
'cause
like you like sniping, but
you think you like
Yeah.
sniping
yeah, you know, like
until you
It's-
only have a sniper
Yeah,
rifle.
it's
You
like
think that you're good at sniping?
you-
Maybe that's
Yeah, and think
like
you can-
for example, I don't know, like you're playing Battlefield and you're like, okay, I'm with the machine gun now. Yeah, okay, assault rifle. Yeah, okay, it's good. Let's start sniping. Okay, do like maybe an hour, maybe half an hour sniping, and then it's like, okay, I'm done. Now back to the old stuff, you know. But like in this game, it's only sniping, and it's like, yeah, okay, you
And
know,
especially
after 10, 20 times you saw like slow motion part, you know.
Yeah, you slow every single slow motion
Yeah.
shot possible.
And it's like, yeah, okay, no.
And the one I've got, it's also got the slow motion effect. The one, the first person one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's literally like Call of Duty story mode, but just with the sniper. Like
Mhm.
that's literally how you have to put it. You remember the mission Overgrown from Call of Duty
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
Turin?
Yeah.
It's literally that mission extended into a whole game, pretty much.
like
Oh my God.
Like
8 hours
literally.
of a.
8 hours of that. It's actually more like 2 hours because the campaign's like
Really?
super short. You know what the good thing about this game was? Yeah, it's ridiculous. The good thing about this game was it had a few elements, right? You had a story mode.
Yeah.
Then you had a challenger mode where you had to complete the missions in a certain time. Just a really cheap way to make the game more
Arcade?
like just give it more
Feel-
content.
Yeah.
Really cheap. Like it had some dumb achievement, like kill this guy and this guy in this time, or really dumb shit. And then it had a multiplayer.
Oh.
Now,
Oh,
okay, I want you to
Oh my
imagine, okay, a map,
yeah.
okay, big map, okay, with only snipers, okay. Now this was probably the dumbest multiplayer I have played, okay, the dumbest, most static camping-based multiplayer ever, okay. Just snipers shooting snipers, finding snipers, just
No,
God.
sometimes you
So
like
much.
to play that, just
exactly. It's fun for a game,
Yeah.
but trust me, you realize very fast that this is boring as fuck.
like, for example, but again, when you can do that in Battlefield, like a server only with snipers. It's okay, like 2-3 matches, okay, now I'm done. Now I'm not gonna like play fucking multiplayer just for fucking snipers,
No,
It's like
it just
after
it doesn't work. It really
after
doesn't work.
2
How
matches,
how can people been releasing that game, testing
Yeah.
this, and me like, oh, this sounds about right. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. We'll put a bunch of brushes there, put a bunch of brushes there, and just wait for people to find each other. It's like, what are you thinking? But yeah. So I'm pretty sure we left some stuff out, but then again,
No.
we're running out of time.
Yeah.
I was waiting, puppy. But
Yeah.
Maybe a game we should.
If you have like a normal mention you wanna mention in the comments, then yeah, okay, say it. But
Yeah, if
I guess we're done here. Yeah.
if you like SOCOM, maybe say something about SOCOM. But if you're listening
that's
to
nice.
us,
We have it here, but
Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line was a good game too, But yeah, we can stop talking,
yeah, sounds about good. We're never gonna hit our hour mark, by the way.
No,
It's not gonna happen.
no, we know.
Okay, but we can try, right?
No, we're not. No. No.
Okay. Well,
And we just stopped talking about music.
no music.
No music.
No music.
Just an outro.
Outro.
Epic
outro
Epic
choose
outro.
by
Yeah.
3 of us. So you've got.
Yeah.
Okay, we know what outro we're gonna be
Yeah.
running. Okay.
Yep.
So
We
we're
all
just gonna-
know.
And
Okay.
you'll know.
You'll
You'll
know.
know
Yeah, you'll
which
know.
one it is. So, I guess goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Goodbye.
is Zalmoxes podcast.
Yeah. We will see you next week.
Bye bye.
A goodbye.
Bye bye.